Hi fifth graders, it's Mrs. Hall. Today in art we're going to draw fish. I would like you to get a pencil, a black Sharpie, and you can either use markers or crayons to make your fish. There are 9 directions that you're going to follow. You're going to draw 3 ovals for the body of your fish, then you're going to draw the tail of your fish, you're going to make the face, add top fins, add some scales, add some detail to the scales, add a background, and then you're going to add some color. The first thing that you're going to do is draw the body of the fish. I'm going to take a pencil and I'm going to draw 3 ovals for my fish. I'm going to draw one towards the top. I'm going to draw one cropped on the edge, and then I'm going to draw another one cropped at the bottom. Step number 2, you're going to draw some lines at the back of the fish to start making the fins. If you want to make a different style fin, you can definitely make a different style. I'm going to draw 3 lines or 4 lines. I'm going to have 2 of my fish swimming to the left, and then I'm going to have one of my fish swimming the other direction. I'm going to stop right now and I'm going to take a black Sharpie and I'm going to outline what I have drawn so far with my black Sharpie. I recommend that you follow all of the directions with a pencil and then do all of your outlining and erasing at the end. But to speed things up a little bit, I'm going to skip the rest with pencil and just use my black marker. So I'm going to outline everything. It's always a good idea to take your eraser and erase where the pencil lines are showing. It's important that you make your artwork neat. We're not in a rush. There's no prize for being the first one finished. You want to take your time and not rush, and have a plan for what you're going to do. You also want to make sure that you draw lightly so that you can erase any of your mistakes. We all make mistakes, so you want to be able to erase your mistakes. The next thing you're going to do is add the ends of the fish tails. This has a rounded shape like a letter U, or you can curve it like that, or this even has like a heart shape right here. So you decide what kind of finish you want to put at the end of the fins. I'm going to make a letter U like this for that fish, and then I'll show you what it looks like to do it that way. Okay, they both look fantastic. You decide which way you want to do yours. I'm going to make the face of my fish. This fish is going to have a face on that end, and these 2 are going to have the fish swimming the other direction. I'm going to make a circle for the pupil on all of my fish. Then I'm going to take my black marker. Remember, you're going to use a pencil first. And then I'm going to outline. If you want to add eyelashes or eyebrows, you're welcome to that. I'm going to make a mouth. If you want to make kissing lips, you can make a mouth like that. You decide what kind of mouth you want to make for your fish. The next thing I'm going to do, step number 5, I'm going to draw the fins on the top of the fish. I'm going to start right here by the head. I'm just going to make a rainbow shape, and it's going to get a little bit smaller as I go towards the tail. I can't do one on my top fish right here because it's cropped and I don't have enough room. I'm going to add 3 lines from the tail to the head so I can add some design on my fish. I'm going to put a side fin on each of my fish. And I just made 3 different fins so you can decide what kind of fin you like for your fish. I'm going to put a little gill on the side. And now I'm going to add some detail to all of my fish scales. I'm going to make some polka dots because I love polka dots. Polka dots are my favorite. You could add some stripes. You could add some scales like rainbow fish, like this. You decide what design you want to make. It's like a lot of letter U's repeating itself. Put some stripes or curved lines. Maybe some polka dots. I'm going to put some bubbles coming out of my fish's mouth. The next step is for you to add some details to the background. You could add some starfish, you could add some seaweed. You decide what you want to make. I'm going to add some seaweed right here. I'm going to make a skinnier line like this and go around it. That'll fill in some space and add some nice detail. I'll put one behind the fish. Gonna add some starfish. If that's hard for you, you can make 5 lines like this and then go around. Might like the way that looks. I'll add that to this one too so that they match. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then go around it. I'm going to add some more bubbles so it looks like maybe some fish just swam away. You decide how you want to color in your fish. If you want to use markers like I suggested, maybe you would rather use some crayons. Maybe you want to use a combination of markers and crayons. Maybe you want to color the water with crayons because the space is so big. And maybe you want to color your fish with markers. Find a corner or an edge to write your name. I'm going to put my name right here because my corners are pretty full. Write your name in a corner and write your teacher's initial with a circle around it. I'm going to open up my markers and I'm going to start to add some color. If I want to color my water blue, it's not a very good idea to make blue fish. If you have different shades or a lot of different colors of markers, then maybe you want to use different shades of green and different shades of reds and pinks to decorate your fish. But I don't want to use blue for my fish because that's going to be the color of my water, unless, of course, I have markers that are different shades of blue. If you do, then you could definitely make blue fish if you have a light blue for water, or you can make dark blue water and light blue on your fish. In my pack of markers, I do have different shades of blue, so I could do that to mine. I think I'll make my starfish next. I'm going to use this peach color, or you could use yellow, or you could use brown. I could use this peach color, and then I could use a darker color, and I could add some texture to it because you can layer markers. I can put a dark color marker on top of a light color marker. Something for you to think about. Layering your markers. You can also do the same thing with crayons, layering your crayons. Make sure you snap your markers shut. So if I take brown, I can put some brown spots. I like detail. I like to take my time. I like to work quietly so I can focus. If I'm talking to my friends around me, then I'm definitely not focusing on my artwork, and that's when mistakes can happen. So let's remember, when you're in the art room doing your artwork, or if you're in your classroom doing your artwork, or if you're even at home doing your artwork, you can do a lot better if you don't have distractions. I'm going to color the tail of my fish yellow. I'm going to outline so I can stay in my lines. Then I'm going to go up and down and make it nice and neat. Outline. I don't want any white paper showing. I definitely am not going to do any scribbling. You want to take your time. I'm going to take an orange marker and I'm going to do a layer of orange right on top of my yellow marker, and I'm going to put some more dots. See how I can layer markers? You can only do this if you're putting a darker color on top of a lighter color. So in my marker box, I could color something light blue, and then I could put some dark blue spots on top of it, but I would want to be careful with using blue just because I want to make my water blue. But I could do something pink, and then I could add some red spots to it. I could do that to this tail. So just something for you to think about. I hope you enjoyed drawing your fish, and I hope you enjoy coloring in your fish. I can't wait to see your projects when they're done. So when you're done with your artwork, please raise your hand, and I will come around and get it from you. And then please make sure that you clean off your desk and you clean off all of your art supplies, because it's really important that we are responsible and we clean and disinfect everything when we're done using it so that we're not spreading our germs. Have a great day. I hope you had a nice time in art. Bye.